Yo, 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 I'm back. This is the second time that I'm doing a stream. The first one was about the setup that was 2 years ago over at Charlotte, North Carolina. And I wasn't so sure this was going to be the next stream that I'm doing right now. So today, for the second time, we're going to talk about this Raheem Rhodes situation. Because Trick Williams last year, a year ago, talking about inviting Cody Rhodes to the cookout while he was in NXT. And he got him a Nubian queen. Cody, let me tell you about Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is not a natural Caucasian. He's a Caucasian Latino. His mother is not a true Latino. She's a Marlin Latino. Marlin Latinos are conquistadors, and the B word is Bachioks, right? They mix. The true Hispanics are not mixed. They are like so-called black swervy copper brass people. And Trick Williams is okay with it because, like he just said, that he's going to invite him to the cookout. Deaverick Davis had called out Trick Williams. Shout out to Deaverick Davis from New World Wrestling Order, New Wrestling World Order. Shout out to the brother. And I'm coming for you, Monster Freak. Oh, yeah. I ain't finished with you. But as I was saying, he point that out. I did. That's right. Because I got to remember, I didn't fight a friend, and he was mixed with so-called black. I give him a free pass, but if it was a natural Caucasian, uh, by Yakubian, if it if it was national Caucasian, you gotta be careful because they gonna be like us. That's what I had to learn because they are not allowed in your house. The average Davis had talked about this because you already know they good of stealing our culture vulture. You know, because we have to learn that the hard way. You know, and they nothing but jobbers. Yeah, Korean jobbers. So yeah, what is the story behind it? And I had to call them about 10:30. This is going to be a 32-minute live stream that I'm going to do. Uh, we also want to get into that as well too, because Omafia is wearing an arc. Why is he siding with this? It don't bother. I don't know why. Like he should know better. Javon Evans, because he said that uh and had conversations though, since they're my niggas, they're your niggas. My niggas are my niggas. Something like that. You know how they are behind closed doors. It's Trick Williams, Obafemi, and Javon Evans. Cody Raheem Rose, the story behind the name. Cody Rose made a timely, unexpected cultural reference during the opening segment of the February 6th episode of WWE SmackDown, addressing Risley praised promo exchange between Roman Reigns and CM Punk on Raw, which officially set the stage for the WrestleMania 42 main event. Rose said he watched the segment both as a fan and as someone who deeply respects both men. He added that as WWE's biggest fan, the moment generally excited him. It's nothing excited of being Raheem Rose. He's being a cultural social right now. They've been doing this. Even the American Dream, baby. The American Dream, baby. Had fighting off Thunderbolt Patterson and other so-called black wrestlers as well. You know, baby, I see the dream coming, baby. You try to be all blacker, but you ain't nothing but a cracker. Rose then questioned why after Celebrate said his name was the first one mentioned. It's simple. Rose said, people, you know what WrestleMania means to I am what I mean to WrestleMania. From there, Rose exhalate the moment, referencing chatter that the match will turn into methodical measuring context. He joked about that Reigns and Punk should be glad he wasn't in fault, added that he didn't earn a name in Raheem for nothing. Wow, love the bite off of us. You're not us. Since you married the Brandy forgot where she come from. She lost her so-called blackness because of you. When you in that interracial relationship, oh, and I learned this too. It's not only a sin, it's also build self-hatred if you're a so-called black person. You will lose all your so-called blackness and your so-called black privilege. We do have that, but they don't talk about this on mainstream. We do have that. You'll lose because they got the power and structure. You know how those pink supremacists are? They got so much power over that so-called black person if you in that interracial relationship slash interracial marriage. And you have to be in good graces and follow their culture that they stole from so-called black people. If you go out loud, they will lose their Caucasian supremacist structure. You know how it goes down. The nickname traces back to Rose's relationship with wife Randy Reed, who he met during their time in WWE. The two were married in 2013. Additionally, Rose's late father, Dusty Rose, the American Dream, baby. You know, baby. We go at all times, baby. Was often noted for for a promo style that was heavily reminiscent of the Candice and River of Black Pieces. He stole that. Okay, I said Donovan Patterson because Donovan Patterson had pointed this out. He accused the American Dream for copying off his style. He ain't the only one. He did it with black people who were widows and preachers. We already know about the preachers and stuff. They part of the agenda. The combination led Fez the nickname Rose Raheem. Often parody it was played for black cultural references, including jokes about him being invited to the court. Out. Yeah, that's for Trick Williams. If you're not down with us, if you're not down with me, you're not black enough. It's kind of similar to Joe Biden. Rick Davis had talk about this. I'm telling you, man. Don't fall for that from the pick. Don't follow their structure and their agendas. Don't please, because it's a trap. And that trap will increase self hatred towards so called black people. Coming during Black History Month, Black History is every day. It ain't just the month of February equals 42 in Gematria. It's every day. I heard that was going to be measuring crossing range versus. Well, they glad I'm not because they nicknamed Raheem for a reason. What it be like his fellow American Drew? We already know. We already know how they are. Not just the rose jelly, any paint reaction online has been mixed up, but positively positive. Some fans question whether the lie fell forth, while many others were assumed that Rose openly acknowledged online chatter with as he self-aware joke or WWE telephone. That's a racist joke to me. That's a stereotypical and it fits into the so-called black race. His own screen allies, the Usos, even posted about it on X while SmackDown was airing. Raheem laughing emoji. Wow, and the Usos try to be us as well. Yeah, Samoans got some so-called black, but I didn't know they was biting off of us. But they not the original Samoans. They the modern Samoans. And I'm not being racist here. Coles makes his entrance at the Royal Rumble 2016. Rose is conserving luck in a heated rivalry with WWE Champion Drew McIntyre to reach WrestleMania. Oh yeah, I heard this Friday coming up. Uh, he's gonna go against um Randy Orton is gonna go against Drew. No, Randy Orton is gonna go against Drew McIntyre. No, Cody Rhodes is gonna go against Drew McIntyre here this Friday, and Drew McIntyre will lose the belt to Cody Rhodes that have already ordered for this Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 42 allegedly, because they be doing spoiler alerts. I'm telling you, man, them predictions, and don't let that fool you. They be doing spoiler alerts. All the matches are playing. You gotta watch out. Because all of it comes true, like Omar Fiend versus Brock Lesnar, and I'm not sure if the car is going to be Jay Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. If Jay loses to Rhea Ripley, she will not get a push again, because like Deodric Davis said, and everybody else that agrees, because I agree too, with she wasn't a champion, she felt like she was a champion when she wasn't the women's champion. But now it's like, wow, this is not good. And she may not stay because HBK 400 and the other brothers that was on his live stream had said even DCTC, uh Mr. Skims, um who else? I know it's CT Lounge. Was it Deportation, owner of the stolen gun? And others. They had conversations that she may do somewhere else if she loses to Rhea Ripley, because I already know how racist WWE can be. I know how they play these racist games when it comes to so-called black people, and you know they can't stand up for themselves, and they can't even find a solution. How we gonna get booked properly? They do this, and they cannot open their mouth because of the money thing. With calculated bravado, Rose ensures that he's still in the conversation on the road to WrestleMania. The story was really published by Athlete Sports on February the 7th, 2026, where it first appeared in the wrestling section at Athlete Sports as a preferred source by clicking here. Wow, that's not looking too good. Okay, and Brady is okay with this. And I know they have mulatto kids, and they're gonna be confused. That's why interracial relationships and marriage are not good at all because it's a lot of confusion when it comes to so-called black people. Yo, what's up, Jay? That's what it is. It's nothing but confusing. Oh, you forgot um who you are as a so-called black person, a half so-called black, a quarter so-called black, and you forgetting that you got so-called black people in your family. They will do stuff like that, and they will keep you away. Say they with marrying outside and also produce children from a different race. I hate to freaking say it, but it's a disgrace. I thought it was normal. I thought it was, but find some stuff behind it that they will not tell you. I don't care that I'm obsessed with race, but it's some stuff you gotta be aware of. Say they with the friends. It's nothing wrong with it, but you gotta be aware because you have to agree on this, what they say. Uh, they want to lose their privilege because you speak your own mind. Um, you can't manifest being an independent thinker. Like you have to go and agree on everything, even with religion and politics. It's so complicated. It's something they do not talk about when you in an interracial relationship and marriage. Dr. Umar had talked about this. Once you marry that person outside, you marry the veil. You're their freaking property. You belong to them. This like 400 years, and it still goes on. Well, like you sign a contract to Sony. If you sign a contract to Sony and you're so-called black, I'm not speaking for other races. You're in their property. You belong to them. You can't escape from their property or be a runaway slave because they will take you back to your slave owner. You see how it is? Because I talk about this a lot. Yeah. And you already know they don't smell that good like you think it is. Because I remember I was at Wendy's going to use the bathroom. The white guy came out. I went inside and he had a bad odor. And I had to deal with the odor. I had to take it like a so-called black man to deal with because it was so bad. It's like you will freaking throw up everywhere on the floor. I was looking at him throw up, but the odor wasn't too good. It didn't smell right. It was like beyond funky. You know, uh-huh. Like it's not a normal smell. And talking about me and G ain't normal. They ain't normal themselves. Jade is my race. They ain't normal. Cause I remember on the train, even my mother's former job, because she talked about this as well, with the smell. The odor is like the opposite. But anyways, we gotta get into Kevin Nash. Because Kevin Nash has no room to be talking. Okay, I ain't no advocate for this cracker, and I heard on Deandre's video where he talked uh about Kevin Nash coming to Devon Evans' defense that he don't need to be Mr. Bojangles. He need to be more urban. And you're best friends with Triple H. In February 2026, WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash faced backlash for the comments he made on his Click This Process recording NXT wrestler Jafar Evans, where he referred to the young talents being too Mr. Projects as he expressed desire for him to be more urban. Kevin was a cultural vulture. Why is he talking? He had no room to talk. Nas praised Evans as an incredible athlete, but criticized his presentation as a lacking an edge and being too focused on high flying, goofy moves. You see, us so-called black people, we high flyers. Shelton Benjamin, Kofi Kingston, but to them, the outsiders, we're nothing but a Negro circus to them. I'm telling you, man, we just buck dashing, moves rubber than a ring fight. He stated that he's a little bit too fucking Mr. Bojangles for me. You should not be talking, Cracker. You had no room to be freaking talking. Because you was part of them politics as well, and you was racist because the clique was racist as well, and you did talk bad about Fisher, that he injured too many wrestlers because he was stiff. Come on. Years ago. I wish he was a little bit more orderly. And he apologized. Thoughts. I would not be saying. And Kevin Nash was WWE champion when he was Diesel. He didn't open the doors for Fissura and other so-called black wrestlers. He damn sure didn't open the doors for Ahmed Johnson. And when he was champion WCW, he sure didn't open the doors for Booker T and Iceman and Shaws and Pitts, Norman Smiley, it's an Iceman Perkins, Stevie Way, and Vincent. I can't say Carl Malone. Can't say Dennis Rodman. The remarks were criticized as insensitive, outdated, necessarily an issue. Apology acknowledged the term Mr. Brazil was who was a poor taste and utterly offensive. Come on. Even Savvy Davis Jr. had did a song about Mr. Brazil. Yeah, come on. Even we had a fast food restaurant named Mr. Bojangles. Yes, I ate their food before. Nash explains his comment intended as criticism of Evans' character direction, suggesting he should be more contemporary powerhouse rather than relying on simply alphabets comparing the desired style to a male version of Suaruka. Come on. The apology received mixed reactions, some including Booker T outlined the problem in his goal of wasteful connotations of the phrase Mr. Bojangles. Nash said he will no longer discuss the young wrestler. Kevin Nash, he's part of this. You have to remember Scott Hall, X Pac. Yeah, they were all the way racist. They wasn't a little bit racist. They were all the way talking about he needs to be more urban because he's too Mr. Bojangles. He's too much of a goof. Like you're um Chuck Diving and do modern Mitchell shows. And I already know how Kevin Nash is. And I'm gonna go on. So Booker T says this. Kevin Nash is my big homie. I don't know if the traditions of Bojangles and what the Jagos actually did, but Jagos travel around doing minstrel shows. Those shows were where white individuals dress up with black faces. We already knew this already. We do this for Mr. Popo Jakes and the Jordan Miles t-shirt. And he went around doing the tap dance to earn tips and making him live it. That's Buck Dancing. I don't know if Kevin knows the history or the meaning behind the song. I know Mr. Rodriguez from beginning to the end. I heard of it. One of my favorite songs because it made me feel what Rodriguez had to go to. It. He spent a lot of time in the county bars having a drink, and he was in jail for a reason. That's not Jafar Evans. Wow. Oh wow, Booker T. That's very touching. But you was also Mr. Borjegas yourself. People like you, Booker, doesn't deserve to be champion. People like you need to be entertained. Do your spinneronis, Book. Do your spinneronis. That's entertainment. That's what people like you do. Entertain people like me. Come on. Come on now. Going hard times in jail that he had to go through. Come on, man. You wasn't even there when you took up for ACH because you say you didn't want to have anything to do with it. Come on now. Malik X put you in your place and others as well. Talking about how he paid away in county bills. That he had because Mr. Borrego was going through a whole lot. Let me show you who really Mr. Bojangles is. Okay, I'm not going to read this, but on the AI interview, it says because Mr. Bojangles' real name is Bill Robinson, inspired by a nameless white street performer and rocker who he met in New Orleans jail cell in 1965. He used pseudonym Mr. Bojangles, the highest identity for police files, stories of his life. Street performer, but he was entertaining white folks. He was entertaining the crackers. Come on. And he was wealthy, but he was sucking and jiving. Come on, this is deep. And he was a storyteller. Uh-huh. And he was a pioneer 20th century African American dancer, so-called African American. His joy, skill, and his continuous personality. Because they see him as a nigger. That's what they see him as. Because they see him as a nigger that's entertaining for the crackers. That's what they see. They want to see the joyful bill. They want to see the entertaining nigger bill. That's what they see. And you comparing um that Jafon Evans is two Bojangles. Come on now. Yeah, he was inspired by Will Person. That Will Person had to be a so-called black man. And Mr. Bojangles, that's right. He is The real Bulls Eagles, Bill Robinson. He was a dancer. And I'm not going to read this because I got like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we're going to end the string. Okay. Jeff Walker, a country singer songwriter who was spied by a street before he met a New Orleans jail in 1965. Okay. Hide his true identity. Tribute. Because Sammy Davis Jr., oh, him and Eddie Murphy, because Sammy Davis Jr. had introduced Eddie Murphy how to be a Satanist. That's part of the mainstream game. If you want to be down in the business, you got to do some Satanist, Luciferian activities. You have to participate the order to come up. They can't give you just like that randomly. You have to participate these things. Harold David Jr. recorded his first of Mr. Project in 1972 and gave it away soulful and jazzy twist. He also added a personal touch by saying changing some of the lyrics of Rex's own experience as a dancer and performer. Because Sammy Davis Jr. had to go through that as well. But even though he had to be doing Satanist and Luciferian, you have to be part of the brotherhood. 3 things that I said. And for example, I knew a man, Bojangles, he danced for you, says he wore out Susulash with silver hair, a rash shirt and baggy pants. I do we bury rag and baggy clothes. He did a soft shoe and jumped so high, he jumped so high that he lightly touched down instead of Walker's whistle. I knew a man, Bojangles, he danced for you, slash and worn off the silver the old soft shoe, and he jumped so high, that he lightly touched down. Davis Jr.'s version was a huge hit because one of his signature songs. The Nitty Gritty River was for rock, bad music, very different genres of style, and they recorded Mr. Rodriguez in 1970. The old folk and bluegrass felt and kept Walker's original lyrics, some harmonies, and elements like the Bojangle and the Marley and the Fiddle. Their version was also successful that reached the top 10 to both pop and country artists. Both Mr. Rodriguez are beautiful and pregnant, but they also show different artists that can interpret the same song in different ways. They also show how the show treasures its original content and become a universal story of hope, sorrow, and joy, nostalgia. It still goes on. Pay attention to the mantra. You got to pay attention to the numerology. You have to understand then that you have to be their nigger, not they nigga, their nigger, to so they can be satisfied, but you're their property. You belong to them. I said this. Even with the contract, and I already know it's a slave contract towards so-called black people. Remember what I just said? So I'm taking my leave. Time for the people. Hashtag for the culture, all right?